So recently I shared a case study where my son was able to add $484,000 to his business pipeline in only 8 weeks. And he did it using LinkedIn exclusively. But what I wanted to share with you today was another tactic that we were able to use to leapfrog off of that strategy and take his advertising to an entirely new level. I'm going to share this with you. It's really, really cool, and you're going to love it. If you need leads, this is something that you'd be very interested in. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And first, just let me take you over to my son's website. He's 23 years old. He does visual effects, and his little venture is called Vanity Effects, and this is some of the work he's done. And here's his LinkedIn profile that he used to attract those leads. Now, over 4,000 leads. Really remarkable. These leads were pulled out of LinkedIn and imported into our CRM, our email platform. And then those leads were taken and they were imported into Facebook's advertising platform. And we began to do something called remarketing. Maybe you've heard of it. It's where these ads follow you around the web. So for example, if you visit um, Amazon store and you looked at mattresses or something like that, the next day you're on CNN.com and up pops an ad for the same mattresses that you were looking at. Well, that's remarketing, and that's what we did. But we did two different things with it. And I'm going to share the results of those. First, let me take you over to PowerPoint. I'm just going to share a screenshot with you. This, what you're looking at here right now, is a cold AdWords campaign. You can see that we got 18,000 people saw the ad, 395 people clicked on the ad. It cost $2, $2.19 a click. And the interesting thing isn't the clicks, it's the conversions. Now, conversion is a price request. That is what my son wanted. And so we designed the campaigns to drive price requests because every price request to him is worth several $1,000s. And so in this particular campaign, we pulled in 17 of these price request conversions at a cost of $50.81. Let's call that $51. We'll just round it up. Now, let's take a look at the Facebook results. After we took the LinkedIn leads, these prospects we were able to connect with on LinkedIn, we brought them into Facebook. Facebook has this very interesting process called the lookalike audience. So if you import a high quality prospect list into Facebook, Facebook will then try to find matches in its user base. And out of the 4,000 or so prospects we imported from LinkedIn over into Facebook, Facebook was able to match up 2,900 of those with its users. And because it has profiles and usage history of each one of these 2,900 people, it kind of more or less knows what they're interested in. And more than that, it knows how to find other people that look like those prospects. That's called a lookalike audience. And so inside Facebook, we built two campaigns. One campaign is going to reached out to the people that we had pulled off of LinkedIn. The other campaign was going to reach out to people who just looked like those people from LinkedIn. I'm going to show you the results of that. First, let me show you the ad. So here's the ad that was run right here. As you can see, there's an image for some of his work, a little bit of a teaser with a link that they can click, and then a more substantial, or rather a slightly different description down at the bottom with another link that they can click and learn more. So there's the ad, fairly simple, not a lot of copy to it, but it really did work. Now let's go take a look at the results. So as you can see here, the ads are not delivering right now. They actually only ran for about a week just before Christmas, and then we paused them for the break, and we haven't refired them up yet, which we'll do shortly. But we've got another couple other campaigns running right now for some other platforms, and my son is just getting overwhelmed because of the response rate. But anyway, look at these two campaigns. First, here's the VFX Infusion list only. Now we use Infusionsoft, that's the CRM we use, and that is the list we pulled off of LinkedIn and imported into Facebook. And this is the lookalike audience, the one that Facebook matched up and tried to find other people who looked like the people off of LinkedIn. As you can see, the LinkedIn list alone pulled 8 conversions, and the cost per conversion was $15.66, which is remarkable. Remember, from AdWords, let's just jump back there. AdWords, the cost per conversion was over $51. On Facebook now, we're talking about $15.66, which is remarkable. Now, it is possible that we could have gotten a lot more conversions off this list, but because we had been hammering them with email and so on, we were basically going after the people who were just left over. We'd already received a lot of price requests from that same list. Remember, so $15 was still an amazing price, but we probably could have driven it lower had this been the only thing that we were doing, if we hadn't been hitting them in other ways. But here's the interesting thing right here, and that is the lookalike audience pulled in. Not only did it pull in more conversions, but it pulled in conversions at the rate of only $9.17 a piece. Well, this is remarkable. Compare that with the $51 on the cold audience compared to $9 here. That's what you can do. Once you've got a high quality list, you can import it into Facebook. And by the way, you can do the same thing with AdWords on the AdWords platform. They've got a similar lookalike feature. They call it similar audiences over there on AdWords, but it's very similar. And you can essentially take any high quality prospect list and multiply the size of it simply by using this very interesting remarketing tactic on Facebook and AdWords. Now, if you already have a great list, you can get right on this and begin to import that list into Facebook and or AdWords and begin to remarket to that list. And almost everybody says you get excellent results. Here's a study that was done by Comstor. Now, this is getting a little bit dated now, but the results have probably only gotten better since then. They say that the study reveals that ad retargeting generates the strongest lift compared to other targeting strategies. The strongest lift. That means the highest conversion rates, the highest response rates, and that is certainly confirmed with the results I'm showing you here. Although it's a very relatively small study, I've done this other times with other campaigns. I just wanted to show you this one because it's so recent and it's so close to home. It happens to be my son, and I'm of course working with him on all these campaigns, and so it's very exciting to see these kind of results. And again, it's not a high volume business. He doesn't need, thousands of price requests, but one or two a day is really what he needs, and he's getting more than that right now, and that's essentially why these campaigns are paused at the moment, because of the other activities he's got going, other types of campaigns. If you don't have a high quality list to import into AdWords or into Facebook, then you're going to want to start there. And if you're in a service business, and especially if you're in B2B, you'll want to be considering LinkedIn, the identical strategy that my son used to attract. Now it's just over 4,400 high quality prospects off LinkedIn, and he's cultivating those relationships. And like I said, he's getting price requests every single day, and these relationships are so high quality. It really is remarkable. And down below this video, you should see a free cheat sheet that you can download. Now that cheat sheet shows you how to optimize your profile to maximize the authority that you have on LinkedIn, and also how to maximize visibility on LinkedIn. Now, that isn't the only step you need to do, but it's the first step. So the very first thing I want you to do is download that free cheat sheet. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's super easy. There's 12 steps to optimizing your profile, and the cheat sheet leads you through each one. So make sure you get that before you leave today. And if you'd like the full lesson kit, the exact lesson that I shared with my son before he began that promotion, then you can get that. It is available on the platform. And in fact, we've made it a certification course that is that impactful to any business, particularly B2B, but anybody that's trying to find highly targeted people like lawyers or high net worth investors, potential donors, people in specific occupations, that type of thing. It's very, very powerful because LinkedIn is so granular in terms of the targeting capabilities that it gives you. And if you simply need help with remarketing, if it's beyond you, it's too technical and you don't have time to learn, then there is a button down below that you can click to get help, and be pleased to help you. So go ahead and take one of those actions, either get help or download the free cheat sheet. And I hope this little case study was revealing to you, just to show you how powerful remarketing is and how dramatically you can drop your cost per lead down. And let me just emphasize the fact that these leads that he's getting are sales ready leads. They're not just leads that need to be cultivated for the next 3 months or the next 6 months. They're sales ready. In other words, they're ready to start making commitments. They're ready to receive proposals. And of course, you know from experience that out of all the people that visit your website and all the people that might, opt in for some kind of a free report, well, the vast majority of those people aren't ready. It doesn't mean they're bad prospects, but it does mean they're further up in the sales funnel and they're simply not ready to do business yet. Well, the leads you get through this type of a system are sales ready. That means they're closable in the near term, and that's what makes this tactic so valuable.